Welcome back to the Halfway Up podcast, and I call it Halfway Up because you'll never finish rising. And today, speaking of rising, the thing that's currently on the rise is P. Diddy. P. Diddy is on the rise. He is in the news. He is in a lot of trouble right now, man. It's not looking good for Diddy right now. I'm not even gonna lie. So this whole situation with Diddy is so interesting for so many reasons. Number one being that for years, I have heard stories about Diddy and the things that he might be into in his own private life. Now, for context, I am from Texas, right? I am not from New York City. I didn't move to New York City till I was 26 or 27. I'm now about to be 31. Just to put it in proper context of how long these rumors have been going on and how far they have spread, so much further than the East Coast base that he's actually from, right? A video drops, a very disturbing video drops of P. Diddy doing some ungodly, unmanly, unforgivable, unacceptable ass shit, right? And before we even get into what was happening specifically in the video, once I saw this video, to me, it just pretty much confirmed everything that I might have been hearing about this nigga is probably fucking true. It kind of confirmed that for me because in this video, to see a man be capable of such wicked evil, then what else could he be capable of, right? Like if he could do this, then surely he can do a number of almost any of the other things that people have said about him, whether it's gossip or not, whether it's rumors or it's the truth, I don't know. But it really fucks me up that once again, there's more information to out another black man where his whole legacy might be tarnished forever. I hate to see more and more and more black men get outed out, get caught up in some type of scandal where they eventually and inevitably get canceled, you know? We need all the strong black men we can get, and black men are getting canceled left and right, man. It's hard out here. So before we even get to the video, I think it's very important to read the letter or the statement that he put out not too long before this video was released. He released this statement, right? And the statement says, "Enough is enough," in bold letters. It then continues to go on and say, "For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth." And then he signs it off, Sean Diddy Combs. This nigga lying hard than a motherfucker. Because just a couple of days later, a week later, or whatever the case may be, it don't even matter about the time, it's not even relevant, this video drops. Now, if you haven't seen the video, let me set the scene. So the first thing you see in the camera is Cassie walking down the hallway. She walking down the hallway, she wearing all black. She has a bag in her hand. She walking with a haste, you know what I mean? She acting like she got somewhere to be. Then out of nowhere, this nigga Diddy comes sliding down the hallway. This nigga is chest naked. He has no shirt on. He has a towel wrapped around his waist that he's holding on with his other arm. This nigga don't got no socks on, none of that. He do got socks on. He hits the corner, and then he sees Cassie. Cassie is leaning over doing something. I don't know what it is that she's doing. I think she's picking her bag up. She's waiting for the hotel, though. So while he's running down the hallway, Cassie is trying to get to the elevator, and he catches up to her as she's waiting for the doors to open. As soon as he pull up, he grab her by the back of her fucking head and drag her to the fucking ground like a piece of paper. Now, one thing about the difference between men and women, everybody got their pros and everybody got their cons, but any man who has women around them, family, aunties, little cousins, mom, whatever the case may be, you know how much physically superior we are to them as far as strength goes. Just off the rip, just from birth, men are genetically, physically superior to women. So if I was to like push a woman, it might do a whole lot more than if I was to push one of my homies or something like that. Anything that that's why even when you play fighting with women, You can't really do too much because you might fuck around and really hurt their ass. You ever been play fighting with a girl and you tap her and you think it's just a tap to you, but then she acting like she really hurt off that shit. And you like, nah, quit playing like it wasn't even that serious. But you know what though? Women are just so much weaker than us when it comes to that. I'm sorry. This might not be the politically best way to say this shit, but I'm not trying to say it the best way. Real niggas know what a real nigga's saying right now. People know what I'm saying. He grabs her by the back of her jacket, back of her hoodie, back of her neck, and he throw her ass on the ground, bro. She get the flying. Like a nigga threw a fucking ball across a room. Shit is crazy. Then he kicks her. So this is the thing, like, as if it's not savage enough that you grabbed her up from behind, sucker punching that shit, and threw her ass on the ground like a fucking piece of paper. Then you kick her while she down. That's hoe shit. That's hoe shit. You literally manhandling this little girl and you treating her like a fucking boy. This is how you would address a nigga. This not even just any type of nigga. This is how I would do a nigga if he violated my life or my family in a very specific kind of way, like no mercy kind of way. I'm gonna treat you like a dog kind of way. That's how he treating this girl. Now, I'm not saying Cassie is a saint. I'm not saying Cassie is innocent. But what I am saying is that you are 100% guilty to be putting your hands on a woman in that way. I don't know what she did, but it don't matter, bro. There was another way. There had to be a better way than this. There had to be a better way than this. When you was a motherfucking millionaire and you lost your cool when I know you know better, how long you been famous? How long have you been media trained to understand there are cameras in every corner at every time? There's always somebody watching you, waiting on your downfall. But you call yourself being so motherfucking angry that you just risk it all. And we're going to talk about that later, why he risked it all. We're going to get into that in a minute. But you ran up on this girl, you put your hands on her, and you threw her on the motherfucking ground. Then you kicked her, bro. Then you went to go pick up her bags. Then this nigga kick her again. And then he drag her again, dragging her down the hallway like a fucking murderer, dragging her down the hallway, and she looking like a fucking victim. This shit looked like a scene out of a scary movie. This could have been the surveillance cameras and Paranormal Activity. That's how this shit looking. It could be that real. Putting your hands on that woman like that, you should be ashamed of yourself, nigga. You should be ashamed of yourself, nigga. And this is the thing about men putting their hands on women. We need to bring violence back, bro. Sometimes niggas need to get shot. Sometimes shit don't need to go to court. We can handle this shit in the people's court. Yeah, we can handle this shit amongst us, between me and you. Some niggas need to get shot. I'm sorry. Some niggas need to get shot. Let me tell you something. If I find out that a nigga ever put his hands on a woman of mine, of a woman that belonged to me, a woman that I'm ready to die for, my mother, my sister, my homegirls, my cousins, my nieces, my family, I'm thinking murder. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about gangster shit only. I know you be seeing Wolf and I be on my peaceful shit. I be on my preacher, good vibes, good energy, frequency, spiritual connectivity type shit. And that is who I am. But I got another side too. And if a nigga ever touch a woman that I love, or if I even see some shit like that, nigga, I'm thinking murder. I'm thinking it's going down. I ain't got no time to play and fuck around with you niggas, because we got to protect our women. I'm not living in this soft man era where I'm going to allow evil to threaten the beauty of women, because we need them and they need us. The reason why men got to stand up against shit like this that Diddy is doing, because this is another hit against us as men, bro. We down another couple points. We have given women another reason to not trust us, because this shit is happening on the big stage. This is another point against us, bro. This is not good for us, bro. The good men got to stand up and find a way to embody strength, embody safeness and security, so women could feel better, bro. Because, and I'm not saying every man should feel like he got to do charity work because of what this one situation is with Diddy, or what any other nigga did, right? Because I ain't never put my hands on a woman. So I shouldn't have to feel guilty because of what another man did. I shouldn't have to feel like, oh, I got to clean up for another man's loss. But The difference between a boy and a man understands that nobody is bigger than the program. And the program is structure. And the structure is the family unit. And family is not always blood. Family is another black woman I see walking down the street, a black auntie, a black grandmother. It doesn't matter what it is. We supposed to be a family. Sometimes everybody can't be a part of your family, and that's just what it is. And sometimes no amounts of love or money will do that for you. But for us to get to a place where we can heal and we could really get to a place of where we enjoying each other's company versus destroying each other online, we gotta stand for something, and we gotta learn how to act right, because people are always watching. The women are always watching. When a nigga decide he want to show his ass and he want to do some shit to embarrass himself or to disrespect a woman, you got to understand people are always watching, and they're forming ideas and they're forming opinions about who we are and how much they can trust us. Women are always forming ideas about how much they can trust us through the brothers, through the uncles, through the cousins. We're always being watched. And if you're a man who understands that nobody is bigger than the program, then you understand that you always got to be representing, because somebody cares and somebody is learning from your demonstration. Now, this situation happened a long time ago, and the video never came out. And you got to ask yourself, why did this video never come out? And why did this video never come out then, but it's just coming out now? Right? Like, it doesn't really make sense. If the video was in existence this entire time, then why hasn't it came out? And I got some theories on that. So what I'm hearing about that is that Diddy apparently might have paid the hotel, the people who obviously have access to the surveillance, $50,000 to obtain that footage. Right? Now, who wouldn't take $50,000 from P. Diddy? $50,000 would change any normal person's life anywhere in America. I don't give a fuck where you living on this spinning globe. If somebody offer you $10,000, no, if somebody offer you $50,000, you're probably going to take that money, because you can take that money and change you and your family's life, get a head start, really put yourself in a better position. So he acquired that video, and the video comes out coincidentally while all of this shit is happening, while he makes that bullshit letter, after he makes that bullshit letter, after he gets raided by the feds. And I think that's where it happens. Something about, I'm sure when the feds entered into his home and they acquired all of his possessions, this video was one of those things that they acquired. And somehow, some way, this shit leaked from the feds' possession and it got to the internet. And I think they're making an example of him, to be honest, because one, he's not in jail. Why is he not in jail? If they got dirt like this, maybe they got even worse things. But whatever's going on, they're allowing this man to be free and walk the earth freely, but then they're punishing him and embarrassing him by releasing the footage that they have access to, because this shit remained a secret all of this time. This shit only got revealed once the feds raided his crib and they got possession of the things that he was trying to keep secret. So you know it was them. You know it was them. Listen, this is really not a good time for Diddy, bro. We even got his old bodyguards popping out of nowhere and telling detailed stories about shit they witnessed him doing in the 90s. I'm hearing stories about this nigga beating on his wife, beating her up so bad that the only place she can run is underneath a car. I'm hearing crazy shit. And you know what? At some point, one thing you got to be honest about, everybody can't be lying. Let's say it's 20 people accusing this nigga. Let's say 15 of them niggas is lying. You telling me the other 5 lying too? Somebody telling the truth. There's something that Diddy did to give somebody some kind of wiggle room to create something, to say some kind of story, bro. Everybody not lying, bro. Everybody not lying, bro. Same thing with Bill Cosby. Same thing with all these other niggas who get caught up in these fucking allegations, bro. I want to believe that the black man is incapable of doing this type of shit. I want to believe that somebody like P. Diddy, who's responsible for so much of the life and the culture that I enjoy, is not this. I want to believe it's not true. I want to believe that what they saying about this man is not true. But the difference between a boy and a man is you got to be able to think for yourself, and you got to think conclusively. And at the end of the day, bro, it just makes all the sense in the world that at some point, if they lying about this one, then they definitely telling the truth about that one. And if they telling the truth about that one, then they definitely lying about this one. Either way, you guilty. Either way, in a situation, you guilty, bro. You guilty. You out here putting out statements acting like it's insane that somebody would have the audacity to say this type of shit about you, and then the video coming out. What else are you lying about, bro? What else are you lying about? And once again, I need this whole situation with Diddy to be I need this to be a wake up call to all the men out there that our women are not always safe. Our women are not always safe. Sometimes our women are around family members, people who look just like them, friends, homies that they've been kicking it with their whole life, people that they thought they can trust, and they are getting their trust betrayed, and they are letting their guard down because they thought they could feel okay. Or maybe they not even letting their guard down. Maybe they even being violated. Maybe they being violated by men even when they had their guard up. As a man, you got to understand that women live in a different version of reality than us. We don't have to worry about the consistent danger that they worry about. We have our things, right? Like we got to worry about the police. We got to worry about, hopefully not getting robbed. But rarely do you ever have to worry about getting raped. Rarely do you ever have to worry about being sexually assaulted in the street. As a man, you don't never really got to worry about that. And if something was to happen to you, the real truth is, as a man, you probably got a great chance of defending yourself. You probably got a great chance of getting out of the situation and making sure that you make it home safe. But that's because you have what the other man has too. You have strength. You got a certain level, a certain kind of strength that the women don't have. So what is a woman supposed to do when she finds herself being outnumbered, or when she finds herself being dominated by a man who has 10 times her body strength genetically at birth? These are the type of things that a woman got to worry about when she trying to walk to her car and get home safe. When she trying to get out the car and make it to the crib and to the front door safely. When she found herself in the club, or when she's in the bathroom and nobody's looking and somebody violate. There's so many ways that men have taken advantage of a woman's essence and her virtue, and now she's changed forever, bro. And for the good guys, if you a good man, I'm a good man. So if you out there and you doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you representing the correct way, then keep doing what you're doing, bro. I salute you, because we need more of us. We need to have more kids so we can raise more good men, so we can keep this earth spinning in the way it's supposed to be spinning. But just know that for every good man, it's a bad man out there. And I'm not saying you can clean up all the dirty work that he's caused, but what I am saying is always remember that how you demonstrate your life is you always on the stage. Black man, you always on the stage. What you do is always going to be important, because you are a beacon. You are a shining light of representation at all times. And when people are peeping our demonstration, we need to make that shit look good. We need to make that shit look sexy. We need to make that shit look like we care and we know the responsibilities that we possess with us at all times. I am always a leader figure in my community. I'm a black man. I am always going to be to a brother to a girl who don't share the same blood as me. I'm always going to be a cousin to a woman who don't share the same blood as me. I'm always going to be a protector to a woman who don't share the same blood as me, because blood is not what makes us family in the first place. Blood is not what makes us family. We're family because we connected by this energy. We connected by this culture. We connected by this love. We black people, we move in a certain kind of way with this love. And I would not allow my imperfection to be an excuse for why I let black women down. Listen, I can't make everybody happy and I can't get it right all the time, but there's certain ways I'm not going to get it wrong though. Fuck how you can't get it right. Let's focus on ways we know we not going to get it wrong. I would never allow myself to get shit so fucked up that I put my hands on a black woman just so other black women can see. And now they feel validated in their disdain and they disgust for black men because they never met a good black man. There's plenty of us black men out there, but trust and believe there are black women out there who have not met us yet. They don't even know what we look like, because by the time they get around us, they questioning us and they second guessing everything because they don't know. They don't know what love feel like. Listen, I'm not trying to save everybody. Everybody can't be saved, even the women. All women can't be saved, and all women don't need to be saved. All women don't deserve to be saved. But for the women that do, for the good men that do, we supposed to move in a correct way so we can create a safe environment for us, bro. I'm not unrealistic about this shit. I know the world will never be perfect, but there's certain shit that we just cannot allow. And niggas like Diddy, pack his ass up. He out of here. He gone. I'm going to listen to your music still. That I will do. I'm not going to lie, but get him out of here. He done. He's done. Any man who's out here being a threat to a woman is a threat to all women. He's done. We cannot allow this shit, man. I don't know what it is about this fascination of older men with younger women. I understand that back in the day, shit was back in the day, right? What used to be normal is not normal no more. And you know, I hear a lot of men try to give this perspective of like, if a man teaches a woman and he makes her better and enriches her life, then is it okay for an older man to date a younger woman? And I don't really have the answer on that. But one thing I can tell you for sure is that what I do see is a bunch of older men taking advantage of younger women, though. That's what I do see. If y'all niggas gonna do that shit, then do it the right way, bro. Because all I see is a bunch of older niggas taking advantage of these young ass girls. Even if the girls, let's say the girl is actually a bitch and nobody really knows it. You not helping the situation by getting caught doing this evil, demonic ass shit, my nigga. So I ain't really seen too many good examples of an older man putting a younger woman on and changing her life and helping her become this woman. There's not enough examples out there. I know that they're out there. I know that that's what all the grandfathers did back in the day. And, you know, I don't know all the stories. Some of the stories are bad. I'm sure there's some good stories too. But at the end of the day, what I am saying is, bro, y'all not making a strong case for this way of life, bro. You not. And it's not just about older men dating younger girls, but it's just about men in general, bro. We gotta do better if we care. I love women. And I don't want women being scared. Because when women's scared, that means we don't get to enjoy what makes women so awesome and amazing to experience in the first place. So I am always gonna be dedicated and committed to creating a better, safe space amongst us. Because when women feel safe, they gonna get comfortable with you. And when they get comfortable with you, they get comfortable with you. You get what I'm saying? We done talked about this before, man. Some niggas is too slow and too dumb to get it, and y'all niggas is a lost cause. Y'all not the people that I'm talking to. I'm talking to the men who understand that the world where a woman feels safe and she's happy is a better world. That's the only kind of world I want to live in. I don't want to live in a world where women do not feel safe. That is not the world for me. I will be taking the first Elon rocket ship out this bitch, and I will go somewhere else where women do feel good. You gonna find me where the women feel safe. You will never find me nowhere where the women do not feel safe, because I do not align with that energy. I need women to feel comfortable, because I love how women act when they feel comfortable. I love what women are capable of doing when they feel comfortable. I'm gonna be there, not where Diddy's at. So yeah, man, this whole situation with Diddy, insane, bro. I'm disgusted. I'm disappointed. Black men, we gotta do good, bro. I'm not saying we inherit in the sins of Diddy, but what I am saying is that let this be another reminder that what we do is important. What we do is important. And let's make this shit look good, man. Let's respect our women, bro. Let's respect women. Whether they attracted to us or they not. Let's respect our women, bro, because it's just a win for us. It's a win for all of us, all across the world, no matter what kind of black man you are, no matter where you living in this world. And I'm specifically talking to black men because I feel like those are the men that understand my language. You understand my rhythm. You understand my frequency. I don't expect anybody else to understand me. If they do, then great. White man, Mexican man, Indian man, Asian man, this message can be for you too. But I speak directly to my brothers because they're my brothers. We understand each other. We understand our culture. We don't need a Rosetta Stone for this shit. We just know what it is. And with that being said, man, dog, I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. Maybe Diddy gonna be on some Russell Simmons shit and just find somewhere to chill out and evade all of these things that he's being disgustingly accused of. But we got to do better, and I know that we are capable, and I know that we are capable of doing and being better. And with that being said, man, this is another episode of Halfway Up, man. Leave a rating, leave a review. Tell me what you think. You know, I'm going to make these clips. I'm always going to make these clips to see what my people thinking, see what my people saying. Subscribe to the channel, man, if you haven't already. And as always, whenever I'm working, I will remember that done is better than perfect. And if I'm satisfied with my work, then that means I'm living in my purpose, man. We got to do better, for real. Got to do better.